Bitcoin, we start with 1 hour chart. First of all, if we refer to our analysis when the price was here, we mentioned we were looking for this, whether this is a correction for one more drop or a start of the up move. That's why I mentioned if we get a bigger correction, we can confirm for buy. But what we get, this is the only short move, and we mentioned if we get the trade from this small move, if we move to, what we get is a short term. As we can see, the price broke the top and start to correct. Okay, this is what we're talking about. Now, want to see how we can get the trade. All right. We take the trade. In this case, first things we should know that still we can have a possibility the price can break this one and reverse. No want to say whether the price can break and reverse, and this one can be a correction, or maybe this is the start of the down move, or this is the start of the up move. How we can trade it? Because we have been looking differently based on forward chart. All right, I have been mentioning this one many times, but I just repeat again because for those people this is the first time they're watching. All right, when with the we were in this move, we mentioned with the breakout of the top we can look for down move. That's why if we move to 1 hour chart, we have been selling. We have been looking for sell when the price broke this top. We have a few opportunity. That's why when the price was here, we mentioned whether we can get another sell setup or not, and know what we get. We want to see this is a bigger correction in relative to this for one more drop, or this is the start of the up move. Why we call it both of them? Because if we move to forward chart, different way we can look at the chart. Whether this is the flat and this is the one is going to break this low, okay, or this is the only correction and this is the start of the up move, because at that case we will have expanding flat. Why we have this option? Because of the divergence here if we look at the indicators. All right, no, okay, now we want to see how we can trade it, because we have both option based on higher time frame. If we want to look for sell, the best things is we get one move, we finish this move, any sharp move with the flag we sell it. And if you want to look for sell, here also it can be opportunity for one more drop. Okay, but the best things, if the price break the top, we confirm this one is finished. And how about the 15 minute? Okay, we have nothing to say talk about. Okay, but how about this? Is the sell is a short term sell. Maybe some traders they don't want to take it because in long term we're looking for buy. All right, that's why we're mentioning that made this one is a correction in relative to this. As we mentioned, the price broke the top. Still, we can expect the price to break or retest this low. Then from there, we get the buy or price start to move from here. Okay, but how about if this is a expanding flat? As as we mentioned, based on forward chart, this is the only correction. Sorry, this is the only correction, and this is the start of the up move with this flat. How we can trade this for buy? Okay, if we want to look for buy, because we mentioned long term we are more interested in the buy. Okay, if we consider this is the price continue from here without giving us a bigger correction, all right, the only way we can trade it having entry above the stop, above here, which is almost is 50766. Okay, now we cannot have entry above this. Why? Because just now I mentioned is still price can tag, finish this move, drop. That's why I was mentioning about how this one can drop, because of if we want to look for buy, we cannot have entry above this. We put here or above the stop, any of them. Okay, or above here, which is 52707. This one is quite high. Better we put it here. But we should know that what we want price tag, break, and continue. If tag not moving, we take out the trade. How about if this is the correction and the last wave of this one be tag this one and reverse? We need to watch out if you want to look for having entry above this. And the another one is if this one turn to a bigger correction. That means this one boom a bit higher, drop one more, then we look for buy. At that times, maybe we can have entry above this. That means this one give us one more drop. Then we see this is the first move and this is the correction. Okay, and that times if we get any trade setup within this range or based on lower time frame, we can trade it. If not, then we can move this entry above this. But we need to get one more drop. This one move a bit higher, one more drop with the breakout of this low. Then we can move this one to here. But right now, if you want to have entry, this is the only place we can put it, or above this. We cannot have entry above here. Anyway, we just look for, I mean, we just follow the chart. Long term, we are interested in the buy because we have this correction in relative to this and the price already dropped. The only thing is, I mean, we're looking for this correction. The only thing is, this is the only correction and this is the start of the up move because this is the bigger correction. Why we have two different type of vanilla, I mean both option, whether the price can continue from here or it can give us a one more drop before we get the next move. Simply one of the reason we have a divergence here, because when we have a divergence, this one can simply be 1 2 3 or ABC, and beside that also we have flat here. Okay, anyway, we just follow the chart. We just, I mean, we see what we can get from here. Any trade if we get, if it is not moving, mostly for buy. We just after 1 or 2 hours, what I'm talking is referring to this. In 1 or 2 hours, if it's not moving, we don't stick with the trade. We just take out the trade.